there's always evolution in mediums, right? Like a lot of talk about metaverse, like omni-channel approach to things, prototyping, innovation, technology, right? So always kind of what's next, what's the next thing. I'm just curious what everybody's take here, and like to me, it's great. It's all new mediums, right? Like for us to play in, but like the classics, thoughts on, like how valued should the classic medium forms be in comparison to, the new media forms. Just curious what everybody's thoughts are.
I'll go. You're looking at me.
Yeah, no.
I think it's a weird question, honestly. Like, because you don't stop doing the good stuff because you find new stuff. Like, you don't like give up your, I don't know, peanut butter and jelly sandwich because you find something else. Like, there's a time for this and there's a time for that, and you kind of have to, go with what feels right at the time. And I think the more tools we have, the better off we are. But that doesn't mean you don't sometimes want a PB&J.
I like it.
Yeah, and I don't know. Maybe sometimes you have to come up with an idea for a metaverse. That's great and exciting. But the client needs sometimes a print ad. And it's okay to invest the same amount of energy in a print time. That could be a great idea that could win awards as well. So I don't think that the metaverse or new platforms or new kind of technologies will overcome the older media. There's space for everything.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, creativity is solving problems, right? So you should be able to do it in any medium, right? Well. But we talk about all the time, print is like, I love print, It's an older format. I think it's maybe the hardest thing to do really well, honestly, out of all the mediums, maybe, arguably. It's dying a little bit. There's obviously digital and these kind of new mediums but I love working in all the mediums, I think. But I don't think print's going away. I mean, it's just maybe a little deprioritized a little bit, but yeah.
I mean, there's kind of like a purity to the old mediums that you can't hide behind fake stuff, like print, radio, right? Like a good radio spot, you can't, there's no innovation to hide behind. It's just like, is it an interesting idea, executed well? And like, I think that's what you think, what you guys think about print.
It's usually like probably just like one writer.
Yeah.
And like,
I love radio that comes from an art director.
Keyboard.
A great idea.
But since we're in healthcare, right? I don't think it's about the medium or the tool. I think it's about who is the target. Because like if we're doing an ad for someone who has, eye disease, you're not gonna do something in your TikTok iPad that people cannot even look at it, right? So the print ad, let me tell you, like,
I hope that was in the brief.
Ad, you gotta go to a print ad. You know what I mean? If someone is that, like maybe radio is not gonna be.
I love it. But how about if the print ad actually like made them be able to see it differently?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't
a good medium though.
No, because you know what? Like, guys, like we are always in that discussion, like, it's a print, it's not print, it's radio, it's classic, it's not classic. Like at the end of the day, right, we are doing something for someone else. And I think it's our job to say for that person, if someone who is 89 years old and he loves a newspaper, yes, that will be the best medium. So I think it's really important that we understand, right, to who we are making that. And then it's not about media choice, it's about really what is the best tool for them, but for your target to use it.
It's got to work.
Right.
Perfect point. Just to complement you, yes, distinction between execution and insight. And so, I'm sorry I'm obsessed in DDB, but imagine Proudly number 2, supposed to be amazing concept to talk about. You not necessarily need to win all the time. It's totally different than, for example, some sport brands did, saying, probably you remember this ad, you don't win a silver medal, you lose the gold medal. It's the opposite way of thinking when you're talking about Proudly being the second one. Think Small is supposed to be an amazing concept to talk about. You don't need 1 million Facebook friends. And so, strong concept. We're still doing this. Behind the executions, we're talking about strong concepts.
Yeah, agree.
Yeah, good points. Agree. It's all about the idea. It doesn't matter what the medium is, right?
So we're all agreed all metaverse, right?
Yes, 1,000%. I saw somebody did something. When somebody does something great, it's gonna be like shit. Like, fucking figure that out, right? Like,
a true big idea should be able to work really in any medium.
But I think I agree with both of you. Like sometimes the medium is the idea in a great way.
Yeah.
And to your point about someone who can't see, like the idea is make it so they can interact with the ad. Or I finally saw a good metaverse idea, which is the NA, Narcotics Anonymous idea. Like, there's a reason to be in the metaverse if you want to be anonymous. Like, it's not just a metaverse for metaverse's sake.
Yeah.
But it's just like new horizons, right? And like everyone's trying to figure out the medium and how to do it. So many other mediums have been done so many times. It's like you become more of a student of it, and it's interesting. But I think like big idea, doesn't matter where. But there's some talk too about that medium's easy, or like that medium is like, what is that? Huh?
No medium. Once you get everyone involved, nothing's easy.
Yeah. True.
Yeah. Layers of approval.